Greetings, YouTube viewers. I had a dream a while ago. Um, this took place like it was like in a tunnel, like kind of like a cave, but it was like a long tunnel, and it was like a river of lava. And it was me and my brother in this dream, and we were laying on the rocks through this long tunnel. I wasn't affected by the heat. I couldn't feel the heat, but I know it was hot. And then, like every so often, it was like a pit stop area to where you could get off and go to like a different tunnel, in these caves. And I really don't understand that part. And um, like when I saw my brother like coming through, passing where I had got off, and I was gonna go down this different cave. I hopped back on another like floating rock that was on this lava, and like I like leaped because it was almost to where I wouldn't have made the jump, and like part of the rock had like dipped down a little bit, like in a splash of lava, like it hit my shoe, but I wasn't affected by it. It didn't like burn my shoe or anything. And we're laying on the rocks, these rock platforms again, following this lava, not knowing where it's taking us. Then the dream switch. Then there's this line of people. Then there's this like archway, and people were going through it, and then coming out in garments. And then I was like, oh snap! And Jesus was off to the right side. And I thought about the scripture, that our works will be tried by fire, and which whatever work that we've done withstand the fire, we'll get a reward for that, and whichever one we don't get a reward. And uh, like when I saw like one person go through, they came through with like a plain garment. And then when I saw another person go through, this lady went through, she had like gems and jewels on her garment. I was like, oh boy, she must have did like a lot of stuff. And then it switched, and then me and my brother were in line, and we were like at the front, and I had like two people in front of me, and I wanted to go in with my brother, so I like cut these two people. I know, right? Like I'm cutting in front of the line, like it's lunch or something. And I got in front of these two people, and then like nobody said anything, and like everyone was quiet, just waiting their turn to go through this archway fire. Like as you went through the archway, it was like a flame, in the doorway. And I wasn't scared to go through. And like when my brother was about to go through, he had turned, and he made a right turn. And I was thinking, I was like, man, what is he doing? And I looked at it, and I was about to go through, but then I turned to follow my brother, and the dream switch, and we're like off to the side, and he was like, oh, my heart is not ready. And then I was like, well, if you ain't ready, then if you ain't going, then I ain't going either. And then I woke up. So what I got from it, it's like in I think it's Philippians. I know it's in the book of Philippians, and I think it's chapter 2, somewhere in chapter 2, where we have to work out our own salvation. We can't like follow others, even if they're kin to us, or wife, husband, son, daughters. We can't follow them. We got to follow Jesus Christ. And I told him about that dream, and he was like, oh, I am ready. My heart is ready. He had got offended about the dream. And as time passed, he brought it back up to me. He said, that dream you told me about. And I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, my heart wasn't ready, but now it is. And I was like, oh. And then I told him, I was like, well, this time I'm not going to follow you, so because we're going to be held accountable for our own works. There's not going to be anybody there, no friends, no family members, when we're giving account to Jesus. So we have to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling, and that's in Philippians chapter 2. So we have to make that choice. We got to decide this day who we're going to serve. If we're going to serve the world, or if we're going to serve Jesus Christ. Obama that got reelected, and that was actually prophesied too by this Panamanian girl, and her mother had the same vision, and her friend way before the election has started. And I put it on my Facebook too. I put the video up on my Facebook yesterday before the election started, and what followed after the prophecy was martial law, fire everywhere, looting. People was killing people. Christians were being persecuted, and then my friend just told me that the Lord told her to be ready, in December. Now, I'm not saying that the Lord is coming back, but He told her to be ready. Like, this is it. And I took it serious, even though it wasn't to me, but I'm taking it serious too, to be ready for anything, disasters, for the Lord's return or whatever. We have to make that choice. A house divided against itself cannot stand. And from God to me, to you, we have to make a choice.
Make a choice to understand. You cannot keep living like this. I understand where you are. It's really hard to the heart to sit down and think about your own life. How it's playing down. No atmosphere, you're not clear. So there's a past, make a choice. Mistakes that make your life isn't fit for Christ. Your life is not your own, it was bought with a price. If I'm not the table with worldly affections, a cup of indignation, a waste of rebellious. I stand at the door, then I am knocking. Many not hearing when I am calling. Wrapped up in this world, in a delusion. You need to seek me to break the confusion. The choice, you understand. You cannot keep living like this. I understand where you are. It's really hard to the part to see it down and think about your own life. How it's playing out. Your atmosphere is not clear. You get to pass. Make a choice, dear. You make a choice. You understand. You cannot keep living like this. I understand where you are. It's really hard to the heart. Oh Lord, I love you. I came to seek thee. Thy commandments and statutes. Would you please hear me? I'm yours forever. Always be together. Have my heart and my soul striving to be better. Learning all of thy word. Promises I've heard. Always keep them ending to my heart. Have no choice. You understand. You cannot keep living like this. I understand where you are. It's really hard to the heart. So sit down, think about your own life. How it's playing out. Your atmosphere is a place to get to God. So make a choice, yeah. Make a choice, 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 make a choice.
All right, that was Make a Choice. It's God given. He gives it to me. I record it, and I share with everyone. We got to decide this day whom we're going to serve, either God or mammon, and we can't serve both. So I pray, that anyone that is not saved, that they get their life right with God and get saved, because their time is upon us. Thank you.